Hey guys, it's Lisa, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite people and his diet, The Rock. We'll be looking at some videos where he talks about what he eats in a typical day, what he eats on his infamous cheat days, and learn a little bit more about how he works out. Then we'll be breaking down some of what we like, some of what we don't like so much, and figuring out how you might be able to be eating a little more like The Rock. Full disclaimer, we only know a little bit about his diet and workout regime. He talks about it, but we're not living with him day in and day out. He's also The Rock. He works out for a living. He has a lot of money, a lot of resources, and it's his job to just be super strong and super fit. Plus, some of the way he looks is clearly genetics, not that he doesn't work hard in the gym. So we'll take a look at what he does. We'll maybe get some inspiration. We'll maybe find some things we don't like that much. I'm excited to take a closer look at what he eats in a day.
My diet has honestly pretty much remained the same for the past 5 to 10 years. I do eat 5 to 6, sometimes 7 meals a day.
I'm just gonna stop right there and make note of the fact that he's eating 5, 6, 7 meals a day. This is probably because he needs so many calories in his diet because he works out so much. So his muscles are breaking down, they need to be replenished, he's expending extra energy. If you ate this much and didn't work out as much as he did, it would get stored on your body as fat because it's just extra calories, right? And again, that's to support his activity level. So it's really hard to eat that many calories if you're not eating a lot of mini meals throughout the day. He probably just wouldn't be able to do it with breakfast, lunch, and dinner alone. As far as what the research says about that, it's kind of mixed on whether 3 square meals or mini meals is more helpful. Everyone has different calorie needs, and again, this is what's working for him to maintain that muscle mass that he wants to maintain to be super big and strong and The Rock.
Wake up and I will have breakfast, which consists of a cream of rice or an oatmeal, usually with some buffalo and some eggs.
All right, that was his breakfast. And I love that he is having some carbs. A lot of times with athletes, they're so focused on protein and gains in the gym. You need the carbs and the protein to fuel your muscles. So he's having that oatmeal, that cream of rice, I think he said, plus some extra protein with eggs. And I'm pretty sure he said buffalo, and I think he meant the meat and not like spicy buffalo sauce, but I don't know. If you work out a lot, you're gonna need more carbs and more protein and more fuel in general. Simple carbohydrates are great. Think of fruit, think of white rice, white bread, white toast before and after a workout because they get digested more quickly, and you don't want to eat a lot of fiber-rich, complex carbohydrates before a workout because that fiber helps that food sit in your stomach. So it's great if you want to stay full, not so great if you want to digest quickly and get right to your workout.
After my workout, that will consist of a carb, usually a rice, like a fast-acting carb, or maybe even a sweet potato sometimes, usually a protein, and that one is usually chicken. And then I'll go into whatever the third meal is. That is probably either another chicken and a rice, or it could be a buffalo as well with some greens. And then again, just throughout the day.
All right, so we're already at meal 3, and that's a lot of meat and simple carbohydrates. The reason he's probably eating some of those faster acting carbohydrates over whole grains is because he wants them digested quickly, again, so they're replenishing his muscles. After a workout, like The Rock is doing, you want to pair those carbohydrates with protein. That's the best way to help your muscles rebuild and to refuel your body. I'm glad to hear him say he's adding some greens in because most of us aren't eating enough vegetables, and even though vegetables aren't thought of as muscle building food, they're really, really good for you, super nutritious. You're getting some fiber, some antioxidants, some vitamins and minerals. The one thing I'm noticing so far is his diet seems a little bland and boring. And again, maybe he's adding lots of seasoning and flavor and healthy oils as he's cooking these foods or someone's cooking them for him, but just chicken and rice followed by more chicken and rice, not a lot of variety, doesn't seem super flavorful.
Again, just throughout the day, I'll have some fish, either some cod or some salmon, which I hate, by the way. I hate salmon. I've salmon out of my ears. But it's a great fish in terms of your health and fitness.
Okay, so he's not wrong. Salmon is super good for you. It's got omega-3s, which are great for your brain health, your skin, your heart health. But it makes me cringe a little bit to hear him say that he hates it and he eats it anyway. There are other fish that are good sources of omega-3s, like mackerel or sardines or anchovies, and maybe he doesn't like those either because they're all kind of like fishy fish, and so is salmon. But you don't have to eat food that you hate, even if you want to have a healthy and nutritious diet. So you can get omega-3s from seeds like hemp seeds and chia seeds and flax seeds. Again, there's other types of fish, or you could take a supplement if you wanted. So anyways, I don't want you to think you have to eat a food if you hate it just because it's good for you.
Again, I'll just continue to eat, and then usually before bed, I will have a balance of protein and a carbohydrate and some greens before bed.
Just continuing to eat all day long. This is how he eats, I think, Monday through Saturday. And then he's gonna walk us through those cheat days, which he's famous for. So I know a little bit about The Rock's cheat days because I've seen some of his Instagram posts, but I know they are indulgent and they are a lot. So let's take a look at what he has to say about cheat days.
I love my cheat days. They have become legendary. It is Sunday night, approximately 11 p.m. It is Cheat Meal Sunday.
Did he just say 11 p.m.? That is really late. One, that's past my bedtime. But also, when you eat these types of indulgent foods in this quantity that late at night, it's not the best for your body. I'm pretty sure that's 2 bottles of tequila back there. I'm hoping he's not drinking those. But alcohol can definitely mess with your sleep, and so can too much food right before bed.
As you guys have called this the greatest French toast you have ever had. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself, people. Enjoy your cheat meal Sundays.
I do believe in working hard throughout the week and earning your cheat meals at the end of the week.
All right, so this is where he and I have slightly different philosophies. While yes, he works out a lot and needs a lot of food to replenish that energy, I don't think you have to earn any of the food that you're eating, right? Like whether you're The Rock or just a regular person, we all can eat foods that we enjoy and we don't have to earn them.
My go-to cheat meal is usually if I could find an amazing burger spot that has an amazing cheeseburger, and then I'll throw bacon on there, avocado, lettuce, tomato, onion, some great fries. I'll do that. Then some sort of sugar blast I will have, either some great cookies, or I have 2 amazing things. I have this amazing coffee cake, which is incredible, that I've been enjoying on my cheat days. And I also have tried this apple fritter bread, which is incredible.
All right, well, that's something The Rock and I agree on. I love apple fritters. I've never had them as bread. But overall, it sounds like he's just going so hard on his cheat days because his diet throughout the rest of the week is so strict. He's basically eating chicken and rice and some vegetables with slightly varied grains and slightly varied protein sources. And then on Sunday, he goes all out with these double cheeseburgers, French fries, sugar, 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 sugar. So a couple things about cheat days. One, it sets you up for this black and white style of thinking around food, which I don't love. Like foods are not good and foods are not bad. Some are more nutritious and some might be less nutrient dense. But if you want to eat ice cream on a Tuesday, there's nothing wrong with that. And if you don't, and you wait all the way till Sunday and call it a cheat day, you're much more likely to overeat the ice cream and have a lot of it versus just sort of honoring your craving when it hits, whenever throughout the week. I'm not a fan of cheat days. I think most of us would benefit from just allowing these foods into our diet every day when the mood strikes, regardless of what day it is. And then you won't see that massive binge or that massive portion size. Take it off the pedestal so you don't overdo it when you finally allow yourself to have it. I've never just really understood cheat days. I know that there's a lot of bodybuilders and gym rats who love the idea of like eating clean all week and then just going in on the weekend or one day or one meal. And it sort of just sets you up for this like good, 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 bad, bad, bad mentality. And I think we're all better off if we live in the gray area and acknowledge that these foods taste good and they're enjoyable and we can have them throughout the week, and then we're less likely to overdo it. All right, so I already told you it was gonna be hard for me to be super critical of The Rock, and he has clearly found a way to eat that works for him. But as far as taking inspiration from his diet plan, I don't know that I would recommend it for most people. He's much more active than the average person. And the whole idea of not eating what you want during the week, being really strict and rigid, and then going all in on a cheat day or cheat meal doesn't really align with my philosophy or the way I think about nutrition. However, some things I do like about what he's doing, he's pairing carbs and protein at most of his meals. So he's getting those balanced meals. Good for your blood sugar, good for refueling your muscles, good for keeping you full throughout the day, whatever your goals are. So again, when you build a plate, think about balancing out some carbs, some protein, some veggies, and put some of that healthy fat in, whether it's the oil you cook the food in, serving it with an avocado, or pairing something with nuts or nut butter. He's doing a great job there with keeping those meals balanced. As far as how many meals to eat a day, I'm gonna leave that up to you and what works for your schedule. So if you're looking to get big like The Rock, think lots of food, lots of calories, lots of balanced meals, and instead of having all your favorite foods on a Sunday, maybe blend them in to your weekdays so that you can have some of the foods you love and enjoy them throughout the week. Of course, you're gonna have to be super active, and just remember that even if you followed his workout plan and his diet, doesn't mean you're gonna end up looking like The Rock. He's his own person, he's got his own genetics, he might be doing something else that he hasn't told us. So you do you, maybe watch The Rock, get some inspiration, but don't try to mimic everything he does. If you like this video, let me know which celebrity's diet I should break down next in the comments. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. See you next time.